I'd like to welcome everyone to the Instant Recall training call. Right now we're going to do a training call about how you get paid. We have a lot of new people joining Instant Recall and everyone says, okay, how do I get paid? Well, we're going to cover that because it is an important topic for everyone to understand. So you can see my screen on my phone. I'm going to do this live. Let's just do it live. So I'm going to go to Instant Recall. When you log in, let's log all the way out just to give you a recap on a few things. I'm going to log out. When you first come to the page, if you registered with one of these three social media icons like Facebook or Apple or Google, you must log in using that because your credentials are stored over on their servers. Some people, 20% of our users use Google to register. Well, don't put anything in here, no email address and no phone number. If you went through the registration putting in an email address and a phone number, that's fine. But if you used Google or Apple or Facebook, you must click on that button because we don't have those credentials. They're stored for your protection. We're required to use those now. All the app developers are, so that's just the way it goes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and log in using the Google thing, which I did myself for my test account here. Okay, so the very first thing you see is the map page. The map page is really important. You can look at all your instant recalls there. If you click on instant recall down here in the bottom, you see it turn black. Okay, you can store memories by location. You could see a beautiful waterfall when you're out on a hike and save that exact location and share it with all your friends, or maybe you're out for a great meal, or maybe it's a whole bunch of different things. You can save all that data. You could be a fisherman out in the middle of the lake, and this will bring you back to within 30 inches of where you are. So you said, gosh, I catch all these bass when I'm out in the lake right at this spot. Well, now you know how to get exactly back there. You get driving directions or boating directions there, however, whether it's driving or any way you can walk there. It doesn't matter, but here's a way to do it. And then once again, your reminders is the other thing. You can have reminders by location. You can put a reminder, hey, if I'm near the Home Depot, give me a bing, a reminder, and show me on a map and show me the reminders I'm supposed to buy light bulbs. Maybe there's a dozen things you want to save for when you're in that vicinity of whatever it is you want to be reminded of. There you go. It's going to tell you automatically. So instant recalls can also be photos and videos. So I'm back on the instant recall. So you could take a video of something and it will store it, and you get unlimited videos, unlimited sharing with friends and families and strangers, whoever you want to share it with, and obviously the photos too. And you can add comments like, we had the best Mexican meal here. So when you come back by that place, you look at it and say, oh, that's what I ate while I was here. You get to save all that here. You say, I can't remember what I ate when I was here, but I loved it. Well, now you're going to remember what it is. So let's go back to the home page. So the map page is important. Up here in the upper right, it says 6,560 points. If you divide that by 20, that's how many crypto coins you're owed. Okay, we have our own Polygon crypto coin. So, and it's the instant recall coin on the Polygon network. Polygon has 203 million people using it worldwide. All the participants in the Shark Tank, like Mark Cuban and Mr. Wonderful, whatever that guy's name is, Dennis, or I can't remember his name, but he and the other guys are they're all big investors in Polygon, so it's really successful. We built our coin on their network, so you automatically get a crypto coin every time you accumulate 20 more points. Every time you personally recruit someone, that's a new coin. When they recruit someone, you get another coin. So your level 1 is the personal referrals, level 2 is the people that your personals put in, and then levels 3 and 4, you get 10 points on each of those levels, and this is for your coins. We'll talk about cash in a minute. You get paid cryptocurrency and you get paid cash. Cash being the most important thing now because we have barely any coins in circulation. You can imagine. Polygon has 203 million users. We do not. We're on their network because we use it. And when we send you your coins every Wednesday, we pay all the gas fees, which are transaction fees. That's just the term they use in the industry, gas fees. So we pay all those fees to send you a coin. All you have to do is remember to put your coin in your wallet right here. Add a crypto wallet. and there's instructions on how to use to put your crypto wallet there. We give you, you might have a crypto wallet already, just set it to Polygon and follow the instructions. But if you don't and you've never used one, you need to follow the instructions here on how to use. There's a how to use link here, okay? So we're going to add crypto wallet, copy and paste your wallet. Don't try to type it in. Every single wallet out there, and there's dozens of them that use the Polygon network. It's one of the biggest networks in the world. You just copy and paste. They give you a copy and paste feature where you just click it and then paste it in here. Okay, so make sure you do that because we cannot send your coins. We just hold them until you have a wallet. I have a lot of people contact me saying, how come you didn't send me any coins? You don't have a wallet. We try to send them, but it doesn't, the transaction is incomplete because you don't have a wallet. You must have a wallet to get your coins. And I've had people say, well, why? I can't send you a Bitcoin even though they're worth $68,000 today. I couldn't send you one coin if I had to. It's impossible because you don't have a Bitcoin wallet. So make sure you add a wallet and make sure you follow the instructions here on how to use. Okay? Now let's go back here to that page. So you click on this right in here in the upper right corner. Just go back. In the upper right corner, that white box is also a button. It has your points on it, but when you click it, up comes your referral page, and this, once again, is a test. This is a live page. It's my own page that I use for testing, so a lot of these are just, they're real people, but they're not, some are really active. You can obviously see there's green. People that are green have been activated. People that are orange are people that were once active and they discontinued being active. They're no longer active, so they turned orange. And then all the people in gray that you see up and down here, they're people that have never been active. So all they did was download the app. They're not active users, period. So they don't do anything for you unless they become active users, okay? So the green people, it says, you'll notice here in the center column, it says level 1, level 1, level 1. So you see all those level 1s, and you get paid $1 every month on those level 1s. If you click on the plus sign, you might see more people appear underneath somebody, and that's why it's important to see that. And then their plus signs, it goes down 4 levels. Bottom line is that when you get these people that are in green, that are activated, obviously, when you get 10 and everyone else averages 10 on your 4 levels, you're paid. When you have 10 referrals, you get paid all 4 levels. If you have less than 10, you just get paid on the first 2 levels. Level 1's $1, level 2's $1. So if you went out and referred 10 people today, you would get paid $10 tomorrow. We pay every Wednesday. And then, you know, if those 10 each referred 10 in the next few days, next week you might get a payment of $100 in cash. So that's why we pay every week. We pay the crypto coins every week, and we pay on the cash every week through a payment platform that I'm going to go into. So that's how this works. The key thing is make sure you have 10 referrals, because the amount you're paid could, you know, go up tenfold just because of picking up the 3rd and 4th level. I have a guy that's named Jim. I won't give his last name. He was missing out on about $1,500 a month. He had 9 people recruited. And on his 3rd and 4th level, he had he had one guy down there who had actually recruited hundreds of people. He was missing out on that money because he just didn't have one more active user for $3.99 a month. He was literally missing over $1,000 a month in income. That he could pick it up by having someone commit to being an active user and spending $3.99 a month. That's it. He was missing over $1,000 a month to his paycheck. I don't know. You figure it out. Anyone should be able to figure it out. It makes no sense to be in that position. Okay, so make sure you check this page by going up here to the white box and clicking. Okay. Another thing about this page, in the lower right-hand corner, it says Invite Now. I'm going to click on it. It's right here. Okay. If I click on that, which I'm doing now, up pops all your lists. You might have the people, this green box that says Messages, that's for people that you might communicate with in your regular phone book on your phone. But then it's got your emails, it's got, Google, it's got Messenger, it's got Telegram, it's got whatever your list you have in your phone, it's here. And when you select someone from this, I'm going to go ahead and click on this green box, okay, up pops the message that they're going to get. And it pre-populates, it starts to look through the list. I'm going to put LAR because I was just speaking to Larry. And see, if I click on Larry's name and then I hit send, it's going to go to him. Okay, it's that easy. Okay, I'm just going to cancel it because he's seen this one too many times and he has thousands of people obviously in the business. So just make sure to use that invite now thing. It's so easy. Down lower right hand corner. And if you forget that, you can go over here. Let's go over to the settings page. Just share with friends. It's the exact same thing pops up, okay? So you can share it with friends from either place and get that referral list together. And if you don't have anyone in your phone, like you have no email addresses and you have no people you call, you can just type in a phone number like, 314. Okay, so you see all these people come up who have the phone number begins with 314. But you could have someone send you, or they might text message you, and you could type in their phone number and say, hey, take a look at this, because it's going to give them a prepackaged message. The best thing about this message is it has the movie embedded in it, the movie that tells the whole business story, and then it's got your link embedded so you get credit for all the sales. Okay, that's a big deal. So I think it ought to be clear to you now that you get paid $1 for each personal referral, $1 for every referral from those that you referred. So if I referred you, I get $1 a month, and you refer 2 people, I get $1 a month on each of them. And then on the 3rd and 4th levels, once I have at least 10 referrals, I get paid 50 cents per person that's an active user on those levels. And with everyone doing just 10, it takes you 10 minutes to invite 10 people. You're making $5,600 a month. And I've had people say, well, wait a minute, how could I make more than that? Well, just get another 10 or whatever. We have a guy that's got 1,300 people on his front line. So go for it, okay? It's really important you understand this because it's that easy. You want to let people know how easy it is to do this. So you're going to take them to this one button here, this share, this how to use button. It has all the details you need. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. It tells you how to get your crypto coins, how to get your cash. It walks you through everything. And a lot of people need to see this several times. So don't a lot of people don't read their messages. So you might have to send it to some people 5, 6, 7, 10 times before they even read it and watch the little movie. Like, wait a minute, I could use extra income. So there's a lot of people on the planet Earth that could use some extra income, and we send money all over the globe. Okay, and that brings me to the next thing: your cash payments. You say, well, how am I paid? Okay, we're going to show you right now. Hold on. How you paid your cash. People say, I just need to know what I got to do to get paid my cash. And I don't blame you. So, Wise, let's go to Wise. So Wise.com, it's WISE.com, is one of the biggest payment platforms in the world. Okay, they're headquartered in London, England, and we send money, obviously, to 100+ different countries right now, and pretty soon we'll be sending it to over 170 countries. The only countries we can't do business with are the countries that are part of any sanctions from the U.S. government, which only number about 6 countries. You're not going to be doing business in them anyway because they can't download the apps or anything. So you really don't need to worry about it. I have people say, I want to know exactly if Paraguay in South America, they are sanctioned. I don't know why, but no one's going to download the app there because they can't. Okay, so we can't send money in there. They can't they can't pay the $3.99. It's not going to happen. So don't worry about the countries and getting an exact list. You've got everywhere in the world except for about 6 countries: North Korea, the Sudan, Libya. It's countries that you're not going to be doing business in, so don't worry about it. And if you are worried about it, there's an expression here where I live in St. Louis, Missouri, and that's majoring in the minors. It means you're majoring in the minors. It is not important that someone know that. It's just not important because they can't do business there anyway, and they're not going to ever have someone referred from the Sudan or North Korea that could ever use this thing. Okay, so it's you're open for business worldwide. There's 5.5 billion with a B, 5.5 billion people with a smartphone on the planet. There's no better market than this, and there isn't anyone who can't afford it. Just by paying $3.99 to become active, you actually become a home-based business owner, and you can deduct at least $1,000 a year from your expenses related to taxes. You can write off charges on use of your cell phone and other things like that. It's different in every country. Not every country has that benefit, but definitely look into it because you can't miss. $1,000 is $1,000, and if you have a tax bill every year, it could reduce it way more than this would cost to have, which is less than $48 a year to be an active subscriber and an activated subscriber to Instant Recall. So it's not a financial issue whatsoever. So with Wise.com, headquartered in England, they own a bank in the U.S., so they have headquarters in New York as well, and in other cities and other parts of the world. Bottom line, they're just like PayPal. They can send money all over the world, except they don't take 3% of your money. If I send you $100 U.S. and you live in England, you're going to get $100 in British currency, which is probably 75 pounds. I'll just do a quick, whatever the exchange rate is, the pounds are worth more than $1. So you're going to get 100. If I send you money in Canada, you're going to get 120 Canadian dollars maybe, whatever the exchange rate is. It's that minute that we send it, you're subject to that exchange rate, but they don't, when you put the money into your bank account, none of the money is kept by Wise. It all goes directly to your bank account. So here's the big question. People says, well, how do I get paid? You just get an email from Wise that says, put your credentials in, your bank credentials, your account number and your routing number, and boom, they drop the money in there. If you have a debit card, you give them the data that they ask for a debit card. They actually have a debit card you can get. I'm just familiar with those accounts because we do it every Wednesday. It's going to be done tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So guess what? We're sending out lots of payments all over the world. This company has never failed to deliver those payments instantly. So another thing about this. So you're going to get an email. You might have already accepted money through Wise. If you have, you're still going to get the email, but the money's going to go directly into your account because they have your bank number, okay? If they don't have anything for you, they're going to ask you to fill out a few items like your first name and your last name and your email address and phone number so they can communicate with you if there's any banking issues or problems, whatever, and they're going to drop the money right in your account, okay? One big thing, don't put a nickname in when you register as an affiliate with Instant Recall. We have about 5% of the payments that we send out weekly bounce back because people put in their nicknames instead of their real first name. And I've used this example before, but there's a guy, he spoke to me this last weekend. He says, my nickname is Lucky. All the guys who grew up with me call me Lucky, and so that's what I put on my account. I said, well, what's your name on your bank account? He said, well, it's actually Jerome, and then he said his last name. And I said, okay, so you have to put Jerome and your last name. The same thing that's on your bank account, or the funds are not going there. The banks are regulated in every country in the world, and you can't send money to Lucky if there's no Lucky on the account. It's Jerome, okay? So if that's not there, if you registered with a nickname or some other derivative, and believe me, we've seen a ton of them. There's this one lady, her name's Dana. That's all she's registered as is Dana. So if I send some bank, tied to her phone number or email address, it's going to bounce. There's a Dana something, last name, first name, last name. So give us your first name and last name that appears on your account. If you have a corporate account, that's fine. It's going to get through, but give us the corporate name, okay? We're going to deliver the funds wherever you tell us to do so. You're always going to get an email. If you've already registered with Wise, or you've already accepted a payment through Wise, you're stored in there. You never have to do it again. It's just that very first time. So Wise.com. And once again, the best thing about them is they send you the whole if I send you $100 and you live here in the U.S., you get the full $100. They charge us 39 cents to send it to you. So you're going to see the payment for $100. We pay the 39 cents. Okay, so we actually send Wise $100.39, and then you receive 100. Okay, it's that simple. And your local currency, whatever it is, it's going to come in that currency. We send payments overseas all the time to lots of different countries, and you know, I've looked at different accounts, and I think, wow, how many of those do you get for $1? Whatever it is, it's going to be in your local exchange rate. So the money comes in your currency if you're outside the USA. Okay, so Wise takes care of that. They're an international company. This is all they do. And it's important, if you leave this call, just think of one thing. Go to the app and push out those messages on that invite page. You know, it's there on the bottom, you know, the page there where you've got the, you know, here there's too much movement here. You go to this invite page, and this invite screen on the home page here, I'm just going to go into, I hit that white box in the upper right hand corner. There's 6,560 points. I just click on that box. Yours might say 0 points. You might have just signed up. Go down to this where it says invite now and hit it, and just, you can line them up. You can send 100 today. And some, you know, you can, like let's just go, I'm going to hit the message. You can add your own thing here. You don't have to, you can remove some of the words and put in your own message like, hey Tommy, you know, I haven't talked to you in a while. I know you're looking to make some extra money. This is something worthwhile. So you can actually remove something. Just make sure you leave your movie in there, okay, and leave your referral link. So you could change what we're saying, personalize it. This does it so you can do it instantly. You might be somebody who's good at email blasts. I asked one of the guys who's got 1,000 personals, how'd you do that? He said, oh, I just copied this right here. I just copied it, and I put it in an email blast. Well, that's fine. That works. If you talk to a big email marketer or an influencer that has thousands of followers or tens of thousands, hey, an influencer could make, you know, if they got 1 million followers, they can make 1 million a month. And guess what? You make 1 million a month too, because you recruited them. I mean, come on. So you've got a link down here that has your referral code embedded in it, so you get credit, and that's permanently embedded in our cloud databases. Okay, so you just keep getting paid. Okay, and then it makes sure you get credit. This right here you can see. It's really important for you to remember that, because you don't want to miss out on any money. And if you look at your total and you've got 9, just go get a 10th, because you could be missing all kinds of money on the 3rd and 4th level. So with that, I appreciate you getting on and listening. So it's all about, here's how you make the money. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.